Yo and hello, everybody. Mike here, baseball collector. Happy Monday to everybody. And today's going to be a really fun video, at least for me, because I'm going to do what I normally do on a Monday when I get cards in the mail. And what I'm going to also do is take you guys along on that process. And I think that all of us probably have some system of onboarding or bringing in a card to our collection and what we do and how we track it. And mine's going to have probably some steps that a lot of you guys do, and mine might have some things that you've never thought of, or just maybe certainly overkill, because I am pretty OCD about my collection and maintaining it and making sure that I'm not buying things multiple times. And yet, no matter how good I think I am at doing that, I still find myself buying things multiple times purely by accident. And I get it in and I'm like, oh, crap. And so that comes down to being meticulous about the steps that I take in order to make sure a card is properly documented in my collection as thoroughly as I can. And so I think everybody needs that, but again, you may not need all the steps that I do. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to show the cards here first that I got in the mail today. And today's a good day because I got both just a regular old PSA slab and I got some autograph slabs. And there's actually a slightly different process that I go through for each of those kinds of items. And these are, well, this one's low hanging fruit. This was a 86 Topps Tommy Lasorda in a PSA 9. Okay, so I'm going to show you how that goes start to finish into the collection. And then I also got these. These are Perez Steel Masterworks. I got two Carl Yastrzemskis. I got the Perez Steel Galleries version. And then I got the T205 Gold Border version. Those look amazing. And so what I'm going to do is show you everything that I do. The first thing I always do is usually I scan the items. I've already done that here just to not bore you with that. I'm going to need my readers for the rest of this. But the next thing I do is I put superior fit sleeves on everything. And every slab that I have is in a superior fit sleeve. So I like the consistency of that. I like the look of it. I like the protection that it gives the slab. And so that one, the Tommy Lasorda, is all taken care of. And typically, if it's in some type of plastic already, it's usually not a superior fit sleeve or similar to that. And so I will take it out and replace it with a superior fit sleeve. The worst part about superior fit sleeves is the little plastic things that come off the sticky part. I don't even know what you call that, but the little tail here that comes off, and it is hard to static cling is a real thing. And so that happens. Oh, there's something on this. There we go. Okay, so now they're all protected. And I try to scan my items before I put them in the sleeves just because the scan's usually a little bit better quality, a little more clear. But there you go. The two Yaz's are now in superior fit sleeves, perfect fit sleeves, whatever you want to call them. Okay, so we're going to do the Lasorda first. So what I'm going to do is share my screen with you. And the first thing I do is I have this Google sheet here, and it's called Mike's Ultimate Want List. So it's basically got, from all the different projects that I work on, all the things that I do, a spreadsheet, basically an online Google sheet that I've shared with, like, JT has this, so that if he's at a show and he sees something that I might need, he can go look here and see if I need it. And so it's got Dick Perez items, Nolan Ryan items that I'm wanting to get, 5-star autographs, future Hall of Fame cards, Upper Deck 1989. So basically everything that I want is here. If I have it incoming, I usually highlight it in yellow, but I haven't in this case. These two that are highlighted here, Bob Feller and this ERA Leaders, I have the card. I just needed to send it in for grading. So it lets me know that if I see one, I already have one. I don't want to buy it twice because I've already got it. I just need to now pay for grading. So I've already done the hard part, which is acquire the card. So what do we have here? An 86 Topps Tommy Lasorda. So we'll go here to 86 Topps. All these are in year order, and then alphabetical after that. So 86 Topps, Tommy Lasorda, that's right here. So basically all I do here is I delete this row, and now that's off my spreadsheet. And so then we're going to go to here, which this is my master spreadsheet that I just keep on my desktop. This is something I need to save on the cloud, because if I lost this, I'd be in deep trouble. But so this basically has every year of the 4 decade set, which is what this card is mainly for. These are all the 60s, 70s, and 80s. And so if it's highlighted purple, I have it. If it's white, I need it still. So there's a couple 64s there that I need. A 65, another 65. So we're going to scroll all the way down to 1986. And, oh, I went too far. 86. And Tommy Lasorda here. And so it's got the, the player / manager, the Hall of Famer. It's got their name, what grade I have, what card number it is, the weight on the PSA Set Registry. And then if I have it, I just put a 1. So this one's I got a 9, and it's a 1. I got it. So it goes in as that I have 1. And then I highlight it. So now it's purple, and I can look at this real quick and just see the white ones that I need if I just want to look this way. Usually I'm using that other online Google sheet to see what I need. Overall, this shows just overall decade set progress. I now only need 58 cards. I'm under 60 cards that I need for all 4 decades, which is 2,465 cards. I have 2407, which is nuts. 86, I'd still need 2 more cards. If they're highlighted yellow here, it means they're complete. And so I can see that quickly, like I've done the entire 70s. So that entire decade is yellow. So there's that. Now we'll go back to here. So master spreadsheet. Then I need to go add the card to my inventory on my PSA Set Registry. So we go here. This is my login, and I go here and I put in the cert number, and I put add. I always check add these items to all of your existing sets, which they match, or replace items if the new rating of the new item is higher. So it's basically going to do the work for me of matching it up with any different sets, because the Tommy Lasorda could be in a whole bunch of different sets. In fact, you can see it applies to 4 of mine, and but most of them, other Hall of Fame managers, you can see over here, an existing item was replaced. But on these other 2 Hall of Fame sets, there was an existing item with a higher rating, and then it was added to, of course, the 80s decade Hall of Fame. And then I edit the item. So I go here, and I'm going to go ahead right now and put in the particulars of this item. You can see I bought a couple of other cards that I didn't even show. They were just throw in stuff. But let's do this 86. So what I put on here is I'll go here and look for that item. Here you see a bunch of stuff I'll have coming in. A Yaz rookie sign. Here's 86. I paid $23.11 for this card on August 16th. And so I include shipping and tax, and I include what it cost out of my wallet to get it to me. And I always put on here the purchase date, the actual date that I ordered the card. Oh, it's 16th, not the 13th. I need to change that. So August 16th. So I'm going to save that. I didn't scan this card because I knew based on the cert number that it was going to be a card that was already have a scan in it, because it's pretty newly graded here. So there you go. I put in my cost of $23.11 and when I got it. So then I go to here. This is VCP. And so what I'm going to do is search for 1986 card number 291, and that is the Topps Tommy Lasorda. And I'm going to add it to my collection, and it's a PSA 9. I don't normally put the cert ID in there because I just don't care that much, honestly. $23.11 was the cost. You have to put a price in there. Even if it was a gift card, you have to put 0. And then I'm going to put it under Mike Collection. That's my group. I have several groups on VCP, and add the card. And there you go. Card has been successfully added to the collection, Mike's Collection. And so now that is now in VCP. You can see that I'm the last sale. In fact, let's look. I'll bet you. Yeah, this was a Probstein. I bought it on 8/15. There's my card right there. I bought that. I paid $16. The last one sold for $6. Yeah, it is what it is. So there is that part. So that's kind of what happens to a card. And then I'll ultimately take it and put it in the beast. Usually I'll shoot a video actually showing my pickups. So they stack up, which is why I shoot a lot of pickup videos, because I want this to get into the beast. And so I try to show my cards off when I get them, or not let them stack up too much. There's guys that I see that do monthly, monthly stuff of what they get in. Like, I can't hold it. I can't let a card just sit here for a month and not get it put away. So this whole process is, again, pretty important to just for me to keep track of stuff. So now we're going to go back. We're going to do the Yaz's now. And so what we're going to do here is go back to the ultimate want list. That's usually step one. And I'm going to go down here. These were all issued in 1990, these Masterworks. And so the ones we got were the Perez Steel Galleries, which is right here. This Yaz is going to go away. I'm going to delete that. And then I'm going to delete the Masterworks T205 Gold Border Yastrzemski. So boom, delete that. And so you can see here, like for the Masterworks, I mean, I still need however many cards that is. 13 is the count there. So I need 13 of those still, including, you can see Mantle, Mays, Williams, Mays. Like none of these are cheap typically. So that's why I don't have them all yet. But there's that. Then I go over to my inventory again, but I don't enter these here because they don't go on this side. This is the PSA side. There's actually up here the PSA DNA set registry. And so I'm going to click that. It's going to switch over kind of to the other side of the registry. It changes from blue to red. And now we know that I'm in my autograph side. I'm going to simply add inventory here and put in the cert numbers 425800034. So they were graded right next to each other. I love it. I'm going to also add any of these to any sets that I'm existing and working on. And so this takes just a second to load those up. And there you go. So no sets, it didn't change anything. But here I'm going to edit those items. Again, I'm going to get in my cost. I'm going to get in when I bought it. And in the case of PSA DNA, never are there scans of the items. Unlike PSA, where, for the last while, PSA has been scanning in the cards and putting them up. That's not true on the PSA DNA side. And so I need to make sure that I am I've already scanned these in. I did that earlier. You don't need to watch me do that, but I have a scanner right here. I just scan it in, save it on my desktop, and I just reuse the same like AA1, AA2. Those change all the time with whatever I have about 15 saved images. So, all right, let's see. Did that work? Right. Let's see. I don't know why this one didn't upload. Let's try that again. It's that one right there. There it goes. Okay, so you see I got my scans up. I'm also going to I'm going to go back to my eBay, and I'm going to look for these, and they are right here. So I paid $102 for each of them out the door, 90 bucks plus shipping and insurance, or shipping and tax. So, and I got those on the 13th. So these were kind of the first cards I bought after the National. I'd not really been buying anything, and I saw those and I was like, oh, that's a pretty good deal. I'm going to go ahead and take these, because Yaz isn't a crazy hard signature, but that felt, it was already slabbed. It was already, auto was graded. Like all of that was good for me. So 102.57, I think. I keep forgetting. I have to go back and forth a lot. And still on August 13th. So let's do that. And so now that will update. If I hit refresh here, it'll show that I've put in what I paid for it. And this is mainly just to track for if I ever have to sell stuff or if I died, Julie would have a cost basis, what I paid for any given card. And so I've been incredibly meticulous over the years putting in when I get something. I would put that image on there twice. So we're going to go fix that. I'm going to go here. And I'm going to remove. How do I do that? Let's see. I'm going to delete. Yes. Okay. I only need one of them. All right. So we'll go back to inventory. But I want to keep a track record of this so that Julie, if she ever sold this, if she sold this for $100 or whatever, then she would know that I paid 102 for it and wouldn't have to pay a capital gain or any taxes on that item if she ever had to deal with that. So that's super important to me, again, to track those things and make sure I know what's going on. And you can see most of my items, if I've gotten them within the last probably 10 years or so, I've tracked it. Before that, I didn't. So I can't go back in time and fix that, but most of them are there. Okay. So now it's in my PSA DNA set registry. Sometimes we can find these and put them into here. Let's see if we can. These are 1992 actually. Res. I'm just. Oh, okay. There's Masterwork. There's the set. So let's see if these cards are on here. So 46. Okay, it's the only Yastrzemski that's actually in there. That's one of the negatives of VCP is not necessarily every card, especially on oddball / non-mainstream stuff, is not going to be in VCP. So these two cards that I got aren't even in VCP in the database for me to add them to my collection. So that's kind of a bummer on some things, but most everything's 95% of everything is in there. So that's not the end of the world. Now we're going to go over here to my kind of master spreadsheet with everything. I'm going to scroll over to my Dick Perez master checklist. And so this has kind of every Dick Perez item that can be had is listed here. And again, highlighted means I have it. White means I need it. And so there's still a lot that I need, but a lot of Diamond Kings. I've like got every Diamond Kings from, 82 to 91, and then still working on getting those just over time. So we're going to go down here to Masterworks, and we're going to go to, again, the Perez Steel and the T205. So here's the Perez Steel Galleries version, and I'm going to highlight that. Sometimes I highlight in different colors just for giggles. And so, yes, it is graded, and it's a 9 auto. And then over here, I've got this one in. Highlight that one. Yes. And a 9 auto. So, yeah, that's 2 more that are done in total. Let's see how far progress I've made on this. Got 87% of the items that can be signed. 410, and I need 60 more. So definitely cruising along on the Perez Steel stuff, or just Dick Perez artwork cards, Hall of Fame postcards, Celebration, Masterworks, etc. So that is that. Let's see, what else is there to show you guys? I think that's it. So now these items have been successfully onboarded into the collection, and they are ready to get put away and enjoyed and all of that for the rest of time. So yeah, a couple of people have been asking me how I track my collection, how I do that. I've done videos on that stuff before, but I thought that I would give a little bit greater detail and kind of step by step of what I do. And it doesn't mean that that's what you have to do. In fact, you probably won't do the same thing, but there are some basic steps that I think everybody would use to bring cards into their collection and how they keep track of what they have. So that's it for today, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and catch you soon. Let me know what you think down below. Keep collecting.